250 is sponsored by D.T. McCall & Sons.
Well, if you don't know much about the historic Battle of the Bulge, here is a quick reason why it matters. In that battle, America suffered more casualties than any other battle in our history. And experts argue that that battle led to the end of World War II. Tennessee's Jim Young was on the front lines in the Battle of the Bulge, and he's got an almost photographic memory of every moment. Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier with his story in tonight's Amazing America.
Jim Young saw things in World War II that tortured his soul, but his story didn't end like that. He found peace, so much peace, he could talk about his experience with calm and complete clarity.
Jim Young was born in a beached houseboat at the foot of Beale Street on the Mississippi River. He spent most of his life living in a tent, trapping, hunting, fishing, and working as a steeplejack. He was a real-life Huck Finn who had no idea that all of that boyhood training would help keep him alive as a soldier in World War II.
Troops scattered through the field searching for Nazi paratroopers.
Young joined General Patton as a scout in the infantry at the Battle of the Bulge. Within hours, he started seeing men die.
How did you feel about being there?
I was scared to death, brother, I'll tell you. Most of the time, I was just scared to death because, you know, death all around, destruction, and just so close.
Young was a crack shot, so he was moved from scout to machine gunner. He remembers a dangerous skirmish on a very dark night.
One incident that really touched me, that even to this day, as I could hear a soldier crying out for somebody to kill him, somebody shoot me, somebody shoot me. It touched me so deeply that it's so vivid to me right now. I don't even have to close my eyes, but I can hear his voice right now.
77 years later, he remembers it all vividly.
I crawled right through what was left of guys that artillery shell fell right on them.
Story after story, death within arm's reach.
The last round that sniper fired hit him right here. Now, sir, I'm laying within 4 feet of him. I've got a white face, he had a white face. Why that he chose that white face instead of this one, only God knows.
Once Jim's tank was hit by artillery fire, 3 dead. He was thrown in the middle of the road, injured so badly he couldn't get up.
Artillery shells going. If think about the anti-craft guns, how they have the bursts and the shrapnel spreads, and the gunpowder black, and it was just hell, is what it was. And anyway, but this man took a hold of me and helped me, and he dragged and lifted me to a washout.
That was farm boy Herman Lee, pictured here with Jim after the battle. When the war ended, Young earned all kinds of medals, including the Bronze Star and Combat Infantry Badge. He came home to marriage and children and good jobs and night terrors. For 15 years, every single night, the moment he went to sleep.
I'd have to read until I'd go to sleep. I'd have a book hit me in the face. I'd go to sleep reading because I was scared to go to sleep. Because every time I felt myself going to sleep, it was the devil would tell me I was dying. And so it was almost suffering death every time I'd feel sleep coming on.
Young finally asked the family preacher for help. The preacher surprised Young when he said, "Pray with me now." At first, Young wouldn't.
He had raised his head and he had his eyes open. We're just like this. He said, "Lord, look at me right now." He said, "Lord, I'm a sinner." And I said, "Lord, I'm a sinner." And when I did, no thunder, no bolt of lightning, nothing like that, but suddenly, immediately, I knew that some change occurred within my being.
And those nightmares every night for 15 years?
Never had another nightmare. Never.
After that day,
After that moment.
The experience moved Jim into the ministry where he served for more than 40 years. What a life.
You know, I've had a wonderful life. It's not always been wonderful, but it's always been filled with wonder.
Jim Young died in 2024, one day before his 99th birthday, still traveling, still enjoying his family, and telling his story of survival and heroism. I'm Dennis Ferrier, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.